Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new Natasha Denona Xenon palette. I waited all day for this. I literally waited all day for this. So if you guys want to see was this worth the wait, the price point, and what this palette's all about, well then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so the Natasha Denona Xenon palette was supposed to launch yesterday, October 23rd, but for some reason, Natasha Denona decided to launch it early on her website. So it actually went live on Saturday, and because of Leah Janae, Morgan Turner, and Angelica Neefus, I actually saw that it went live, immediately went onto the website, ordered it right away. I used their codes, and this bad boy's here. Now, the only problem ordering from Natasha Denona's website is that I can't expedite shipping, because if I could have, I would have. So instead, I just waited all day. But it did launch this past Saturday, which again, I was quite surprised about because I generally wasn't expecting it to drop early the way that it did. And then it came within a couple of days, which I thought was actually really cool. I think it even went live on Ulta's website on the 22nd. Which was a Sunday. I thought it was supposed to go live on Monday the 23rd, but I know that it's being sold now in person if you guys do want to pick this up. But here we have the brand new Natasha Denona. This is the Xenon palette, and this is definitely a bigger version of their mini Xenon palette that came out, I think, sometime last year or the year before. It is a beautiful cool tone black and gray palette, and they decided to create a bigger version of this. So here is the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. Now this palette retails for $69. It claims to be limited edition, and it says the long-awaited Xenon eyeshadow palette is a highly anticipated color extension to the fans' all-time favorite mini Xenon palette. It showcases a captivating array of vivid grays, sparkling silvers, calming cool tone nudes, and an icy pink, and multi-dimensional sparkles with metallic blacks. Now you guys know I really do love Natasha Denona, or Natasha Denoni, as I used to say back in the day. And when I saw that she was launching this palette, I knew I had to have it. First off, it's cool tone. I love a good cool tone palette. It is kind of on the neutral side with cool tone blacks, grays, icy whites, silvers, and pink, which I find very fascinating. I'm kind of curious to see how I'm going to really enjoy this palette, because originally I did declutter the mini version of this, and then I ended up pulling it on my declutter pile saying, you know what, let me play this again, and I really fell in love with that palette, and now we have a bigger version of it. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. I have waited all day for this palette. It's literally 5 p.m. I'm filming this, rushing to get this up for you guys because I literally waited. I woke up at 6 a.m. because I thought I was going to be here at 10 a.m. It's now 5 p.m. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys in and get that started. And with that said, guys, welcome back to another episode of Vlogoween. Let's get this started. All right, guys, so I'm going to try to do 2 different eye looks today. So we're going to start off with the shade called Snert. I hope that's a name because that's really weird. But I think I'm saying the palette name right, Xenon, because every time I think of it, I think of zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl. Do you guys remember those days? Disney used to make such classic movies back in the day. Oh my god, I wonder if I could still watch Xenon and be like, Cetus Lapidus, and still enjoy it as an adult versus a kid. But anyway, I hope everybody had a really, really beautiful weekend. I decided to try something new this time around, and I decided to repost my declutter series that I filmed a couple of months ago because I really wanted to show you guys what I kind of wanted to do a refresher of what was in my collection, because I'm going to be doing a declutter next month. And I was genuinely really surprised that you guys seem to really enjoy the declutter marathon. Now that video was heavily inspired by my beautiful friend Miss Paige Corin, because she originally did a declutter series a while back and she turned her videos into marathons, and I was like, oh my god, that's a genius idea, because I really love a good declutter video and I could sit there and watch it for quite some time. I also really just love long form content on YouTube. It's why I do YouTube, because I genuinely really do enjoy it. I'm going to go into the shade called Blizzard right here to help to blend that out. It's why I do YouTube, because I really do enjoy long form content. So I loved her declutter stuff, and I was like, that's such a genius idea. So I decided to do it, and you guys seem to be really receptive of it, and that got me really excited, because I just genuinely wasn't sure how everyone was going to perceive it, just because they are videos that I already filmed before, but then just kind of put them into one long video. And you guys seem really cool with it, so I was really, really happy. I'm definitely going to do that again this time around when I do another declutter, revisit what we kept, and see if I'm going to still keep it this time around. Speaking of Paige, I don't know if you guys are following, but she's officially 38 weeks now. And oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people in my real life, like off of YouTube, who have no association with YouTube, most people that I went to like school with or mostly went to like serving with are all getting pregnant right now. And I'm just like over here like, everyone's getting pregnant or having babies. I'm over here just putting makeup on. I'm gonna go into the shade called Spoosh. You know that reminds me of? That reminds me of that Poosh brand or Goosh brand from like Kourtney Kardashian. That reminds me of that. I'm just going to take this shade. I'm just going to lightly tap this on the outside corner. But anyway, I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. I want to remind you guys that this Thursday, it is my birthday. And to celebrate my 34th birthday, I'm going to be doing a birthday live stream where I'm going to have 5 mystery boxes full of makeup that I'm going to be giving away to 5 people, just as my way of saying thank you guys so much for being here and for making this another really great year for me. And I just love doing giveaways. I think they're so fun, especially doing like live giveaways. Is this like a metallic type of shade? Because the way it's like blending feels like it. Plus I really do enjoy doing like the live giveaways because there's just something about it that is just really kind of fun to like see the engagement. I had the best time when I did my over giveaway. I didn't expect it to turn out the way that I did, but it was like the coolest thing because I generally just didn't know what to expect. And you guys seriously like made it the best time. And I just wanted to do that again for my birthday because I thought it was so much fun. I'm going to kind of go over it with the shade called Cygnus. This shade right here. Really beautiful, like sparkly gray matte. So I wanted to just recreate that for my birthday this year because I just thought that'd be so much fun. So we're just going to lay this right here. So I really hope you guys can make it. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're just going to hang out. My husband took the day off for me. So we're just going to have some food beforehand. And then we're just going to celebrate my birthday with you guys, which I think would be a lot of fun. Now, I haven't seen any reviews on this. I know there are reviews. I know that Angelica and Morgan both post their reviews up, but I haven't watched it because I wanted to keep my opinion I wanted to be able to form my own opinion. But I feel like this shade that I'm kind of working with, this Spoosh shade, it should have been like a true matte, not like this metallic matte that it is. I'm not sure if I really like it. Right next to that, we're going to go into shade called Super Iconic right here. This beautiful, like beautiful silver shade. We're going to lay this right here. Really pretty shade. Now, I don't really know how often I would generally wear these colors. I wore this look for New Year's last year, like something similar, but I don't really wear a lot of cool tone grays. It's not because I don't want to. It's just because I really don't have a lot of cool tone gray palettes. So this is kind of exciting for me because I feel like this is going to challenge me to go out of my comfort zone just a little bit and start to use these colors a little bit more because you guys know that I find like darker shades to be pretty intimidating. I'm going to go in the shade called Stellar to like put that right next to that. I find darker shades to be pretty intimidating, so I'm going to kind of like challenge myself to use this more. I think this would be really great for a smoky palette. I don't know how often I would use it for like an everyday palette. I feel like this is perfect for like smokiness. Like right here, like that to me is like super pretty, and then like really smoke out the underwater line. Do like a really like nice like black liner on top, or like in my case powdered liner, and throw on some dramatic lashes. I feel like this could be like a really, really pretty like smoky look, which I really am looking forward to doing. I'm gonna go into the shade called Night Sky right here to try to line my upper waterline with that so I can like match it with my fake lashes. But it's another one of those metallic shades. I just feel like this would have been better off as a true matte, like a Night Sky with matte, but seems it's not. I would even prefer it to be matte with like glitter in it. Okay, and then for this eye, we're going to shade called Flurry right here, and we're gonna put this in our crease area. Wow, this shade is giving me little to no pigment. Okay, this would probably be great for like just a transition shade. It's not really doing much for my actual like crease. I'm gonna go into Snurf one more time. I feel like this picture, like this palette, is a little bit more prettier online. I feel like it's a little bit it's really nice, but I feel like I don't have as much options. I just wish there was definitely more dimensional. I feel like it's kind of one-dimensional with some of the shades that are in here. Okay, then I'm gonna go into the shade called Ebb right here. This is definitely a like let's see, what is this classified as? Online it's classified as metallic dark gray blue. So I'm gonna go into this metallic dark gray blue right here. We're gonna start to lay this right here with my finger. Normally I would do this with a brush, but since it is a metallic shade, it's not the easiest to use a brush with unless I do like a damp brush. I could do that, and I could use a powder brush, but I just find the finger probably just apply it just a little bit more. Definitely won't make it the easiest to blend out, but we're gonna find a way to make this work. I'm gonna go into the shade called Skift. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of these weird names that she's coming up with. Okay, I feel like that shade definitely kind of blends in a little bit more with my lid. I bet you if I laid down some glitter glue, it probably would have a little more pigment to it. But I really like to test out the shadows without laying down glitter glue to really tell if I'm going to like them or not. And typically I'd have no issues with her formula. But it seems like right now it's just wanting to just be really pretty, but it's just kind of like the color of my lid, just essentially. All right, then I'm going to go into the shade called Snowbow right here, like this really pretty icy pink. We're going to lay that right next to that gold shade. That like doesn't even have freaking color. I don't see shit. Okay, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same like night sky, I'm gonna line my upper waterline with that, blend this out just a little bit more. I'm gonna throw on some lashes. I'm gonna come back and give you guys my thoughts on this. So far, I'm not as impressed as I thought I'd be. And that's a little disappointing because I literally waited all day for this. Okay, so typically I don't come back with most of my face done, but I wanted to do something a little differently today. So I am wearing my lip combo with Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Kaya and Koa lip, but I also went ahead and put on black liner because I don't have a true solid matte black in this palette. I kind of hoping that my liner will help to like smudge it out just a little bit. So we're gonna go back into this palette. I'm gonna take this shade called Night Sky once more. We're gonna place this along my lower waterline on this eye to hopefully kind of blend it with that black liner that I put on to see if we can get this to be a little bit smoky and then to blend it out with like a gray tone. That's the one thing I'm noticing about this palette is that it does not have enough mattes in my opinion to make this like a truly like smoky palette. This metallic black, while it's pretty, I want more. I want matte, truly I want matte. So to blend this out, we're gonna go into the shade Flurry. We're going to blend it with Flurry, and we're also going to blend it with the shade called Contrail right here. See if I can mix these two together to help blend out this little black shade to make it kind of like nice and smoky. Anytime I do like a smoky eye look, I always want to do like a black liner because I just feel like it really helps to smoke this out. So I guess essentially I am kind of doing like a day to night, but I feel like essentially this is just night for both. I don't know if I could ever really make this as an everyday daytime palette just because it is too cool tone and too smoky for me. But I feel like this is a great going out palette for sure. Oh my gosh, look at that. That just blended out so nicely. Okay, so then for this eye, we'll take the shade called Sploosh. We'll take this shade and we'll put this against the waterline. And this is another metallic black gray. We're gonna sort of smudge this right here, let it mix with that black liner. And this time we're gonna mix it with this shade called Blizzard and Contrail. Like they're so freaking similar in shade. Honestly, they're very, very similar in shade. Mix this up. And I'm gonna throw on some mascara. Then I'm gonna take the shade called Rhyme right here. And we're gonna use this as our inner corner and brow bone for this eye right here. And then for this eye, we're gonna go into the shade called Neve. We're gonna do the same thing. Okay, this is the final look. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. Not gonna lie guys, looking at it from distance, I'm really having a hard time telling the two eyes apart. They look so freaking similar, and that's a little disappointing because I did do two different eye looks. I tried to utilize every single shadow that was in this palette, and while I will say it is really pretty, I really do like how these eye looks look. I think I prefer this one a little bit more than this one. They look so similar. So looking at this palette, it does retail for $69. I have to say, some of the shades in here are just way too similar. Like you have the shade called Blizzard and Flurry that almost look identical. You have the shade called Stellar and Rhyme that almost look identical. You have the shade Night Sky and the Splush shade, whatever it's called, looking almost identical. Like if I were to swatch these like literally side by side, this is Flurry, this is Blizzard. Blizzard and Flurry. You really can't tell too much of a difference between the two. Then if I take the shade called Stellar and Rhyme, again, so we have the shade called Stellar, Rhyme. Again, they look really, really similar. I do feel like this palette definitely has a lot of potential, but I also feel that it's kind of the same. Like, it's kind of the same. Like, there really isn't as dimensional as I really want it to be. The color story in here is really pretty. I really do enjoy the color story. I could definitely see myself using this for like a going out, smoky eye look. I love the fact that it's cool tone, but I just feel like some of the shades in here are far too similar to each other to really make it worth it for me, in my personal opinion. I feel like if there was definitely more mattes, a little bit more dimension in this palette, I think I'd really love it a lot more. But because the shades are very similar, I'm having a hard time really falling in love with this palette. This is definitely fun to play with, but I don't think it was worth my wait. Honestly, I waited all day for this palette, and now that I have it on my lids, I think I look really pretty. I love the fact that you can't really tell the two looks apart. I'm kind of like, I waited all day for this. I waited all day for this. So as much as I do think this is a gorgeous palette, and I'm definitely gonna keep playing with it for like going out and doing smoky eye looks, I don't think it was worth it. I don't think this was worth it. If you have any other great, cool gray tone palette in your collection, you honestly might not need this, because the shades in here, they're so similar to each other. It's a little disappointing that I waited all day for this and like rushed to get this up for you guys, just to be kind of like, oh, she's really pretty, but I think I have these shades in like other palettes, like in the little mini Xenon palette. I'm sure I have it in some of my ColourPop palettes, like the Cold Stone palette, the Smoke Show palette, whatever cool tone I may have. I'm sure I have these shades in other palettes as well. So for me, this is definitely a beautiful palette, but I definitely don't think it's worth your price point. Or at least if you do want to get it, wait till the sale. The Sephora Rouge sale starts this Friday, October 27th. Get it 20% off while you can. I do also know that other creators out there like Angelica, Morgan, and Leah, they all have 15% off codes. Don't buy this at a full price, because I don't think it's worth it. Personally, definitely get it on a discount. I really wanted to love this palette, but after playing with it, realizing there's not as much mattes as I want there to be, there's too many metallics and shimmers in here, not enough mattes, and the mattes they do have, they're too similar. It just is kind of a one-dimensional palette, and I was really hoping for this to have more dimension, more fun shades to work with, and it just is kind of bland, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I was really hoping to walk away loving this palette, because I love the I Need a Nude palette. Oh, it's so good. But this one, I'm like, she's pretty, but I didn't need to wait all day for her. So let me know your thoughts about this palette down below. Did you guys pick this up? Did you guys want to get it? What do you guys think? I'm dying to know your thoughts on this. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post almost every day in the month of Vlogoween. Make sure you guys stay tuned to Thursday. I am doing my 7 p.m. birthday live stream where I'm giving away 5 mystery boxes to you guys as my way of saying happy birthday to you. And don't forget, I do have another channel. It's R for Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.